Oh my gosh. Look at all those. That is ridiculous. How many would you say are in there?
There's a couple hundred in here.
Hey guys, I'm doing a video on Ray's Fish Room. Ray is the president of the Erie Aquarium Society. We got Amanda in the background over here, sneaking by. And so we're going to do a quick video. Ray, tell us a little bit about your fish room. How many tanks do you have? What do you breed? Different things like that.
Right now I'm running 70 aquariums, anywhere from 2.5s up to a couple 75s that I have. Most of my breeding is with angels, and then I do a lot of bristlenose and different plecos, a few live bears as well, and then a couple Africans, just because of where I live now. So.
Nice. Well, hey, yep. Let's get into the tour. All right, so right now we're starting over at the entranceway. First thing we see is a bunch of cories, huh?
Yep. Little albinos, kind of a staple in anybody's fish room, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
So, and a couple
there's some big females. Now what bristlenose do you do?
I got the super reds, browns, albinos, and red marbles, both standard and long fin.
Okay. What's your favorite?
Any of the plecos.
You just love the plecos,
huh? I like the plecos, the catfish in general too. So.
Gotcha. Now I see you do what, sponge filters in all of your tanks?
Yep, everything's sponge filters, whether it's the little cubes or the matin filters. I like those. That's going to be what things are going to get converted over to.
Gotcha. I really like this. What are these? Just your standard like clips?
Yep, just a vinyl coated clip so they don't rust away. Those will last many, many years, and I use those for the zucchini, cucumbers, anything I want to sink down to the bottom, and that'll be taken out tomorrow night, and it'll be nothing but a green skin on there.
Gotcha. Now you were saying you feed in the morning. You feed what? Green beans?
Green beans to all the plecos and stuff like that. So those tanks, and then in the evenings, that's when I go through and feed my zucchini or cucumber slices.
Gotcha. Now I know we talked about this. You just feed just regular canned green beans, no special.
Yep, nothing special. During the summer I'll raise them too and feed those until they've been exhausted. Because right now I go through about a can of green beans a day, and then
oh wow,
you know, right now it's 23 slices of zucchini. So it just depends on how many tanks I'm feeding out with it.
I have a question. I see you only have like 1 or 2 pleco caves per, and is that just like did you find one that you like? Or
I just put a variety in, but there's only like 1 male and either 1 or 2 females in a tank. So.
Gotcha. Now, are the D-shaped ones your favorite, or just
my favorites are actually the double grays?
The double grays.
Trying to find those now.
They're hard to find.
I don't know. Got those years ago when I first got into the hobby, and now they're tough.
Gotcha. Now down here, you're breeding angelfish.
Yep, these are all my breeding pairs that I have.
Now you were saying this one's one of your best pairs as far as like the babies.
Yeah, they throw really good high coverage orange on the fish. So even though mom and dad don't look like a whole lot, they throw some really nice fish.
Yeah.
Double dark blacks.
Oh yeah, that tail. What is that? Veil tail? Wild veil tail?
Super veil. He's getting up there in age. He's been here for quite a while.
Yeah, he's pretty though.
It's another marble and a koi pair.
Now, what do they usually produce?
They're going to throw some koi, and then what I'm hoping to work on is getting the orange into the marble more, so get like an orange crown on them.
Well, this one's my favorite.
These are Philippine blues. One is a ghost and a Pariba. I think that's how you say it.
The Pariba is the one that has like the darkish color in it?
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I love the color in these.
Another pair of marbles.
Yeah, you have a lot of pairs of these. Now you keep crypts in almost all your tanks, huh?
Yeah, I like the crypts. You know, again, low light, doesn't demand much. I like them all potted. They'll stay in here, and then every now and then I'll grab one, take it to an auction.
Oh my god.
Same with the jungle veil.
Yeah, that's just, I mean, that's an awesome way to do it. I mean, it really makes the tank look clean.
Yeah.
Now you have a ton of babies, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Now these are all from which pair, or is it a multitude of
It'd be
pairs?
a little mix of everybody. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
As we're sorting them out here, some of them are different, grades.
You know, what do you feed these guys? Because you have, I mean, they're everywhere.
Yeah, baby brine shrimp I hatch twice a day. I feed flake to them. Most of my stuff is like a color formula or a krill mix with it, and they get a crumble as well. And then I raise white worms and micro worms that they get.
Gotcha. Now, do you do brine shrimp as well, or no?
Yeah, yep. Baby brine. twice a day, and then I'll buy some of the frozen stuff every now and then to give to them. But the white worms seem to do, they like those, and I can hatch a lot of those out. So.
That's awesome. Yeah, you have a ton. What are these?
These are
30 breeders.
30 breeders on top, 40 breeders on the bottom.
Now, do you see a better survival rate in one or the other, or does it matter?
I like the 40 breeders.
You like the 40 breeders better? And I see these ones have mat filters opposed to sponge filters.
Yeah, that's what I'm upgrading, you know, slowly picking away at putting those in. So I definitely like these setups the best. They seem to grow faster with the bigger filters too.
Yeah.
And the heavy bio load. So.
Gotcha. Oh, I love these. We just switched the whole fish room over to that. Yeah. Let's move over to the fry rack. This is where all the babies are.
Yeah, this is where all the babies start out. So some bristle noses. My peacock gudgeon group is in here. They're not babies anymore, though.
Let me see.
They're hiding in there. One of my favorite fish.
Yeah, I can't see them. No, we haven't bred too many fish. We're all into the shrimp. Now, what type of plecos do we got? The babies, at least.
These are some super reds with a red marble cross, possibly. There's a female of red marble and a super red, and a male super red in there.
Gotcha. Now, do they actually eat the Malaysian driftwood?
They chew on it, and there's nothing that's really documented on it, but you need wood in there for them, something with their digestion. So you got to have the wood in there.
Got to have the Malaysian. All right, does it have to be Malaysian, or can it be anything?
I had living along Lake Erie, you know, a lot of people go out and get the wood off the beaches and stuff. I do not recommend that. I've had really bad experiences with tanks that have had driftwood just gathered off the beach.
Oh, and it can go south quick.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just, I don't know what kind of wood it was, but
whatever it was, it wasn't good, right?
It didn't work out, so.
Let's see. You call this what, the hallway?
The hallway. This was the last addition when we remodeled the fish room for the third time.
No, you gotta tell everyone watching this video, how did you talk the wife into it?
How did I talk? She knew me when we met. She knew I had fish, but when we were house shopping, we were looking for a house that had a basement for a fish room. So. Gotcha.
And she was completely fine with expanding the fish room and all that once you already had it?
She's got the upstairs. I get this.
Well, that's nice.
That was the deal.
And that was a pretty easy deal?
It's not bad, yeah.
Not bad?
It works out.
Now, you had to sell some fish and make a little money for her, though.
Yeah, the fish
prove that it was
bills.
Yeah.
It covers the bills.
So then it all worked out.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny. Ooh, what are these guys?
L333s. Another favorite.
Wow. Almost look like the zebra.
Yes, yeah.
I know there's another one in, but I can't see it. Yeah, oh, there's a couple of them.
Tanks need cleaned.
Hey, this is what a fish room should look like.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The petricolas are down here. They're all hiding.
Yeah, well, we turned on the lights on. They're used to sleeping right now.
Used to sleeping. The lights will kick on about 4:30 when I come in the morning. So.
Oh, these guys are pretty. Now, what are these ones you said?
These are the synodontis petricolas.
Nice.
Big bristle nose hanging out in there too.
Oh my gosh, they're big. Ooh, yeah, you're right. You do have some cichlids.
Yep.
And which ones were these ones?
Neolampologus hecki.
Heck yeah, that sounds good.
Haven't had much luck. I get 1 or 2 babies at a time, but haven't put a whole lot of effort into it. So.
No, it's kind of like just let them do their thing and see what happens.
And then all of a sudden you look and there's stuff.
Yeah, that's always the best. Now these, Amanda's been going crazy about these. Oh my gosh. Look at all those. That is ridiculous. How many would you say are in there?
There's a couple hundred in here.
I did not expect that. And just as many on the other one.
We'll see.
No, not as many.
Not quite.
Holy smokes. Amanda, you missed it.
I did. There's a bunch in the tank over here, though.
That was ridiculous. There was literally hundreds of them under one little coconut. Like, I thought maybe, that was crazy. I thought maybe there'd be 10 under there. But there was literally 1,000.
These guys laid
that threw me off.
last night for me, but they laid on the glass. And I got these off one of our club members, and I thought, well, we'll see. And I tried catching some of the others out of there, but they were going bonkers. And I was like, well, we'll see what happens. And well, I think the bristlenose got them.
These are Bolivian rams.
Bolivian rams, yeah. So I'm gonna pull the pair out and get them in their own tank now, and so, they're young, but ready to go.
Anything in here?
A golden-eyed dwarf, and the male's getting pretty old. He's showing his age.
Where's he at?
He's hiding over there.
Oh, is he?
He's a little under the weather, so.
Poor guy. Getting old though.
Getting old, yeah.
We all get there
One of
sooner
my
or later.
I like them. They're pretty cool fish. Haven't had any luck with them yet though. But
Yeah.
another cool. I like the multifasciatus.
Oh my gosh, I love shell dwellers.
So I've
No.
done several of the different Neolamprologus, and I like them. Out of the Africans, I like the smaller Africans. I'm not into the peacocks and everything like that.
Now they breed pretty good.
They're starting to pick up here pretty good. So I've turned those in for BAP 2 months ago, and they're starting to come along. We're getting a few.
Now, do you notice a big difference between using sand and not using sand?
I've never used sand, so I know a lot of people do, but that's something I'm going to start trying to get a little more sand, because I know they like to shovel it around and stuff, but to me it just looks like something messy to try to keep clean.
Yeah, no. Like this one has his mouth open.
Yeah.
Does that mean he's spawning, or is that just...
I do not know.
Gotcha.
I think
So it could be like maybe lockjaw or something.
yeah, you know.
I
might be sparring too. I don't.
You never
kind of
know.
a show off thing.
I mean, they
So I
look
noticed
good
they
though.
get that little hook underneath there. So,
Yeah.
so
They are really
My
pretty.
understanding is the little ones are the females, the big ones.
Oh, is that how it
Or the little ones are the males, the big ones are the
That
females.
sounds okay.
So,
Wow, you got some pretty... What are these,
These
endlers?
are yep, bumblebee endlers.
Those are
Picked
awesome.
them up as feeders for something else, and well, they grew on me, so we keep them around.
Oh my gosh, those males are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. And then albino?
That's an albino, and there's a couple other just extras hanging out in there too.
So some of them are just catch-all tanks.
Yep.
And what we got over here?
L002 plecos. There's one hanging
Oh,
back
there it
there.
is. Might get them zoomed in.
Through the algae.
Well, yeah, and then the power filters blowing stuff, so it's hard
Yeah.
to see. But yeah, very pretty.
Yeah.
Now let's look over here. We got some more
Yeah,
angelfish.
these are some extra angels.
Oh, this guy looks great.
Yeah, that's one of my original
Yeah,
bristle noses I've had.
You can tell he's an old one.
Yeah,
That's a mature guy.
he just hangs out in here.
Cool.
So some
Some double darks, right?
double dark veils, and then some kois and marbles. So a few of them I picked out ones to replace the old ones.
Gotcha. Now I remember this. So let's tell the story about this tank real
So
quick.
yeah, so we picked these guppies up at a show. They look like that.
Let me try to
Hoping
find-
they bred true, because I really think the males are cool with that snake skin
There it
pattern
is.
and kind of a flame tail. Well, they throw
They're
a lot
gorgeous.
of different stuff, and I'm trying to sort them out to get them to breed a little more true, and it seems to be getting pretty close. I'm getting more males that are looking what I want.
That's awesome. Now,
There's-
question about these, because I know everyone's gonna love these, because I mean they're gorgeous. If people want to get a pair off you or a trio or whatever, what's the best way to get in contact with you?
Emails works fine, or through Facebook. You know, is another easy way to communicate. And then I ship as long as the weather's decent. I don't chance it if it's nasty, or I
Gotcha.
can travel around to the auctions and stuff. And
What's
bring
your
stuff.
username on Aquabid so people know?
ERB 161. So,
ERB 161. Now, what's your email address, just so I have it in the video?
Okay, it's R_Bierbauer, BIERBOWER @hotmail.com.
Awesome. So they can just send you an email and ask about them.
Yep.
And make sure you say you saw it on this video, so he knows where you're coming from.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to be thrown off like, hey, who is this guy? But that's awesome. Yeah, these guys are
Yeah, I like
gorgeous. Let's shoot. They throw off.
little variety.
Oh, right. I mean, these ones
They're
are still pretty
They're
though.
Yeah. So.
Very cool. And then these guys too.
Yep, those are albino cherry barbs.
Oh,
Try to
okay.
get them tossed off here and try to get them to spawn again for me.
Are these pretty easy to spawn?
I've only had 1 or 2 babies at a time, so
Gotcha, so it's slow.
Get a little more practice on them. So trying to venture out of my normal spawning families that I work with. So
Yeah. Amanda, real quick, what'd you say about this fish room? What did it make you want?
It makes me want one in our basement.
Yeah, that's my girl. All right, so anything in here?
Yep, Queen Aberus,
Ooh.
260s. There should be 5 of them hanging in there. I think I got 3 males and 2 ladies.
Oh, those are sweet. Now, do they stay that small, or are they
They
just
get
young?
a little bit bigger. They're young. Picked them up at not OCA last year, but the one before.
So here's a nice picture
They
of the
take
tail.
a while to mature, as do most of these oddball plecos. I think.
Oh, yeah. Now, where do you get most of your oddballs from, as far as plecos?
Different auctions or different folks that I know through. I might get some of them through Aquabid.
Gotcha, just depending on what it is.
Most of the time I try to go through some of the guys I know. I
Gotcha.
feel most comfortable doing that. That way I know what I'm getting.
Yeah, now you recently You just switched up your lighting to this in the whole fish room?
Yep, all my T8s are now running LEDs. So instead of what would be about 64 watts, I'm running 20 watts through these. So should save about 50% energy at least.
Oh yeah, and
a lot less.
Hey,
heat
it adds
too.
up.
It does.
It definitely adds
a
up.
lot less heat, and you're not replacing bulbs every 6-7 months like if you do it the right way for plant growth and everything. So far I'm happy with what they're doing.
And I mean, it looks like it's doing pretty good on the plants too.
Yeah,
I mean, the plants all look nice and green.
I mean, the hornwort's loving it and everything, so everything seems
the
to be...
duckweed's loving it too.
Duckweed, yeah, duckweed. Had my first request for duckweed the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah, so never sold that before. So.
Corey, do you watch a lot of YouTube or no?
Some. I get on there off and on for different things, mainly to find out, looking for research on things, how to do stuff. So.
Corey from Aquarium Co-op, I don't know if you know him or not,
no.
but he was recently in this past weekend, and he sells a ton of duckweed. Like he's one of his best sellers. I mean, he only sells it. I think it's like $3 or $4.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. There's that many people out there that want duckweed. Oh yeah, it's just insane.
This has a Balana socks. It's the pike live bear, but this is one of my rough ones. With my big siphon, cleaning, moved the hornwort. One of them dove down, went up the siphon.
Oh no!
Couldn't pinch it off soon enough, and she got in there and
died.
Yeah, broke her.
That's brutal.
It's been a rough winter. So.
Oh, what are these guys? These just standing
whiptails.
Wow.
So it's
whiptails are so pretty.
And then there's some pygmy swordtails, and there's a trio of them hanging out in the back.
Let me see if it'll focus. Yeah, that's awesome. All right,
These are my wood cats.
Wood cats? Wood cats are cool.
Yep. Jeremy got me into those.
Jeremy Bosch, we did a fish room tour with him also.
Yeah.
He has a very...
Those are from him, those are from him. The oil catfish are from him, so, yep.
Gotcha. Yeah, Jeremy has a very impressive fish room.
Peacocks, albinos are all hiding now.
Now, I'm sure everyone wants to know, what type of water parameters do you have? Like, I know you just... Ooh, that got bright. I know you just go right out of the tap, but, like, do you have hard water, soft water?
It's hard. It's probably right around 250 to 300, depending.
Wow.
So pH is typically about 7.2 is where it seems to bounce at. So,
gotcha.
The only thing I do with my water coming into the fish room is run it through a whole home water filter to try to catch some of the sediments and a carbon block too.
Oh, nice.
So,
and you just do that for the whole home?
The whole fish room. It's not the home yet.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
It will be the home though.
You don't.
After seeing
if the wife has anything to say about it, it will be the whole home.
After seeing what is in that, I'm definitely going to put one on the house.
Oh, yeah. Why, it pulls out a lot of stuff.
A lot of sediments and stuff. It is amazing what's in it, even though...
Now, where do you get those from? Just out of curiosity.
Lowe's is where I got mine, because it's a Whirlpool brand. It's got a big clear canister, too, so you can see the filter,
nice.
so you know when you need to change it, other than your flow. So, because it'll slow down over time as it packs up. They say it lasts 3 months, but when you're running this much water all the time, I get about a month and a half or so.
Because as far as water changes, you say you do 1/3 of the fish room and water changes a day?
Each tank is changed twice a week.
Holy smokes.
It gets a change on it.
Completely manual.
Yep, I got a bucket and with a hose system on it, and then a big 3/4 inch siphon that sucks it down. I do that in the morning. I can do my water changes and feed in about an hour.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot.
Longfin albino bristlenose is there.
Now this one's old too.
Yeah, he's one of the older guys in here.
He looks good. The older they get, the better they look. There's the girl. And you're trying to get all long fins eventually.
Yep, that's what the market's demanding for, and they are pretty. So.
Oh yeah, you got a ton in there.
Yeah, those just popped out of the cave, and I think he's got a second batch ready to go.
Jeez.
Red lizard whiptails.
I love these.
I've had these for back when I lived at home 10 years ago. At some time, not
old.
these. Well, not all of these guys, but I just have not had any luck spawning them yet. Unfortunately.
No. How long do they live for?
Some of these guys are 8 years old, so I don't know. Some of my angels, they were about 12. My panda cories, there's some standard and long fins in there.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like I want to say 2 years ago, the panda cories were so common that they were going for like 75 cents a piece. And everyone stopped breeding them, and now they're really hard to find.
Everybody's looking.
Everyone
for them.
wants them.
They hold their price. They're a very attractive fish. So.
They are. Oh, there is a nice long fin.
Yeah.
Now you breed quite a few of these.
I have not had this spawn yet for me. I've done sturbis, the albinos, but those guys have not cooperated yet.
Not yet.
These are my black Schultzie Corey's in there, and then there is a Rubra Beta.
Okay.
My male, I believe. The female,
Croaked on you?
Yep.
That happens. That's the hobby we're in.
It's been a rough winter. So.
These are the alder cones, correct?
Yep. Alder cones.
Where do you get these from? Where do you find them?
I pick them off the trees that grow around here.
Tell everyone a little bit about yourself. So we didn't really talk about it yet.
Yeah. So I work at Presque State Park in Erie here, and I'm an environmental educator. So basically a school teacher, but the state park is my classroom.
That's awesome.
So we work with a lot of school groups primarily, but we do public programming too. Anything dealing with the outdoors, camping, a lot of hikes, kayaking, archery, things like that. And then I also manage our cooperative nursery at the Tom Ridge Environmental Center, where we raise steelhead, brown trout, channel catfish, and we have a variety of native species. I like the primitive fish, so we have all the gars, bowfins, and stuff. So
what a dream job, huh?
It's pretty good.
You got pretty lucky with that one.
Yep.
Well, that's awesome. So are these pretty hard to find, or
no? Up here they grow. They're actually a non-native tree up here, so they're all.
So they stand out.
They stand, yeah, and those cones, especially this time of year.
Is this the best time of the year to go find alder cones?
You can find them pretty easy. They stand out because there's no leaves, and they're dried out too. So there's more petricolas hiding in there.
Oh, Amanda's gonna love this. That still blows my mind. You picked that up. We might have to go back at the end of the video just to do it again. So, anything in here?
Paradise fish. There's one there. Should be another one in there.
Again, they're all tired. They're not supposed to be up right now, but we got them up.
Some L0 or L102s in there.
See if I can find any.
Plecos. They're just little guys though. There's only 5, so.
Gotcha. They're probably high.
And
then the guppy tank.
Yep, my half black reds. I like these guys. I've always had a soft spot for the guppies. So.
These are pretty. I love those first ones that we looked at.
Yeah, those are
you just don't see those.
No, you don't. That's doing this stuff, when you see something and you've never seen it before, that's when you get it.
That's when you get it for sure.
So, and it wasn't that bad of a chance to take, and I'm pretty happy so far. We'll work with them, so.
These are pretty. Well, Ray, thank you so much for showing us your fish room.
Coming by.
Give us another piece of advice. I know we did a piece of advice earlier.
Okay.
But like someone that's never got in the aquarium hobby, maybe thinking about getting into it.
One advice from a big breeder that I got: when you get into this, you're going to have 10 failures for every 1 success, and that'll catch up to you at times, and it definitely holds true. So don't get frustrated. Keep trying different things. Keep your notes, and every time you do things, it's going to change. Stuff changes all the time, so you just got to keep figuring it out.
That's awesome. Well, hey, Ray, thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you enjoyed his video. Please, if you guys saw anything in the video that you like, support him. Goes directly to him. He didn't pay me to make this video. We begged him. We're like, please let us come over. He's like, all right, come on over. And so definitely support him if you can. So Ray, thank you very much.
Thanks for coming.
You guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.